Welcome fight fans. Today we dive into something everyone who loves UFC wonders: what separates a beginner from a legend? We're breaking down the 7 levels of UFC fighters, from "oh no, what is this doing in the octagon," all the way to "GOAT material." We've got examples for each level, we'll explain why these fighters are where they are, and yes, we'll be a bit savage, but all in good fun. So strap in, hit that subscribe, and let's go. Level 1, Horrible Fighters. This is the basement of the pyramid. The folks here barely belong in the UFC. They might have name recognition, celebrity status, or a big ego, but skills? Not so much. Main example, CM Punk. Why CM Punk is level 1? He came into UFC with zero real MMA experience. His background was pro wrestling/WWE, which is entertaining, but scripted. When it came to grappling, submissions, takedowns, he was completely outgunned. Even his conditioning and fight IQ were nowhere near what was needed. He lost decisively, couldn't impose anything, and got paid largely on fame. That's classic level 1. Brief mention, Sam Alvey. A journeyman who often shows up, takes fights, and loses more than he wins. Not due to total lack of heart, but in comparison to higher tiers, he lacks consistency, elite skills, and the ability to finish fights. What characterizes level 1? Almost no real MMA experience or training. Relying on celebrity or hype over substance. Very poor fight record, often destroyed quickly. Level 2, Bad Fighters. They might have some background, maybe even skill in one discipline, but they don't bring enough across multiple areas. They lose more than they win, get outclassed when facing decent opponents. Main example, James Toney. Why James Toney is level 2? Legendary boxer, sure. But huge mistake stepping into MMA without a solid ground game. He was older, his cardio was questionable, and even his striking didn't adapt well to taking kicks, grappling, wrestling, all the things MMA demands. That lack of cross-training and readiness shows. He's not totally incompetent like level 1, but he's clearly outmatched in most UFC fights. What characterizes level 2? Has strength in one area, boxing, maybe wrestling, but weak or non-existent skill in others. He struggles with defense, especially versus takedowns/submissions. Loses to mid-tier competition most of the time. Level 3, Medium/average fighters. These are the fighters you expect to see in the UFC. Not superstars, not legends, solid, tough, exciting sometimes. They win some, lose some. We learn their names. Maybe they upset someone once in a while. But they haven't yet, or maybe never will, broken into elite territory. Main example, Bo Nickel. Why Bo Nickel is level 3? He has high pedigree in wrestling, great athlete. Shows promise. Yet in MMA, he's still figuring things out, striking defense, transitions, how to handle pressure from elite opponents. Wins some fights convincingly, but also had moments where he's exposed, whether in octagon control, cardio, or finishing fights. He's not bad, he's competent. But elite? Not yet. Brief mention, Kevin Holland. Arguably more well-rounded, but still inconsistent. Big wins, bizarre losses. Good for the highlight reel, but when you test him versus top-tier grapplers or elite strikers, sometimes gaps appear. What characterizes level 3? Good fundamentals, decent cross-training, competent in at least 2 areas, e.g. striking plus wrestling. Wins some fights, loses some, especially versus tougher opponents. The testing the waters group could move up, could plateau. Level 4, Good Fighters. These are solid UFC fighters who beat average and bad guys comfortably. They may not yet be title contenders, but often they're knocking on the door. They have signature wins, recognizable skills, maybe a fan base. Example, Paddy Pimblett. Why Paddy is level 4? He's exciting, has a personality, decent finishing rate. His striking is creative, he has confidence. Against mid-tier competition, he looks clean. But against fighters who can neutralize his style, strong wrestlers, hard hitters, he sometimes struggles with consistency. He hasn't yet proved himself against the very elite consistently, but he's more than just a prospect, he's good. What characterizes level 4? Can dominate level 3 fighters, wins more than loses. Has distinct strength/style that opponents respect. Limited flaws, although weaknesses show up against elite opponents. Level 5, Elite Fighters. These are names you know. Title challenger types. Very well-rounded. You expect them to win most fights, even versus dangerous opponents. They often have finishing ability, tactical intelligence, killer cardio, strong mental game. Example, Dustin Poirier. Why Dustin Poirier is level 5? He's got durability, experience, excellent striking, solid takedown defense, relentless pace. He's beaten many high-level opponents. Not always perfect, but he's dangerous every time he steps in. He's beaten or even pushed elite champions. He knows the fight game inside out, game planning, adapting mid-fight, finishing fights. He has very few glaring holes. What characterizes level 5? Well-rounded across all major domains: striking, wrestling, submissions, defense, cardio. Consistently defeating good opponents, occasional losses to masters or goats, but never stepping down. Level 6, Masters. This is where true legends live. They've fought multiple champions, possibly been champions themselves. They may be aging, but their experience, fight IQ, timing, skills set them apart. The kind of fighter who can turn fights even when the chips are down, whose legacy is already cemented. Example, Daniel Cormier. YDC is level 6. Former champion in 2 weight classes, Olympic background, elite grappler, heavy hitter, fantastic wrestling, big fight experience. Even after losses or age-related decline, he remained a benchmark. His ability to read opponents, adapt, grind out wins, and endure is elite. He's someone young fighters study. Brief mentions: Lyoto Machida, Benson Henderson. Level 7, GOATs, greatest of all time. The cream of the cream. Fighters who transcended the sport. Undefeated or almost undefeated, with dominant title reigns, iconic fights, moves that everybody remembers. Their legacy influences generations. Example, John Jones. Why John Jones is level 7. Dominated nearly every challenger across different weight classes. Phenomenal mix, creative striking, elite wrestling, awkward angles, fight IQ off the charts. Losses? He's had controversies, but in the cage his record versus elite-level opponents is astonishing. For many, he's the benchmark. Can anyone beat him? He's shown dominance, evolution, minimal weaknesses. Also Khabib Nurmagomedov, Georges St-Pierre, Anderson Silva. Khabib, undefeated in MMA, crushing grappling dominance, tactical smarts. GSP, discipline, adaptability, redefining excellence in 2 weight classes. Silva, highlight reels, precision, aura, he made finishing fights look like art. What characterizes level 7? Near or absolute domination over era/divisions. Multiple wins versus elite opponents, often undisputed champion or long-reigning champion. A skill mastery, fight IQ, mental toughness and pressure handling. Influence beyond fights, style, reputation, legacy. And that's a wrap. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next, and if you found this useful or entertaining, please share it. It really helps the channel grow. A huge thank you for spending your time with me today. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.